Jeremy.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we're going to talk about Tulsa Restoration Church
All right.
and how you got here and all that good stuff, right? And so tell us your name and rank and serial number, whatever you want to tell us. Introduce yourself.
I'm Jeremy Williams, and I go to Tulsa Restoration Church.
Okay, cool. And what was life like before TRC?
Before TRC, I worked 2 jobs, so but my pastime was doing nothing but drinking, smoking weed, and dibbling and dabbling in drugs.
Right.
Always staying stressed out, being around the wrong crowd.
Right.
At a point, I just felt like maybe I needed a change in my life.
Right. And then, how did you find out about Tulsa Restoration Church?
Well, I stayed in a hotel, down the street from my job, and Brother Timothy. He's from Tulsa Restoration Church.
Yep.
He came out there and he was preaching and passing out flyers, and
Nice.
I took one of the flyers, but I never did go into it. And I guess what it was I had to have the call, and God had to make me want to come, because I didn't want to come. I took the flyer, like, okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Donated some money.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah. It sounds good.
Yeah, but I don't want to go do all that, give up everything and change my life so much. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But after that, I guess we came to that point where I just got kind of tired of doing what I was doing,
I get that.
Every night I'm drunk, I'm going to work, I'm drinking, I'm high. And now, everybody's noticing this, but I'm not noticing because I'm drunk all the time, So I guess God set me down one night and just told me you need to change your life.
Yeah, I've been there in that cycle of drinking and drinking myself to sleep because I was so bored with my life, or just I was going nowhere. I just felt like, like what am I doing? And then you're stuck in this thing.
And that's what I was in the loop. I was just like I was continuously doing the same thing. I would go to work, I would wake up early in the morning, and my excuse was, I'm not gonna lie, because I would drink that
we
night
all have
before.
excuses.
Yeah,
we all set up our things to do our thing, right?
I'm gonna quit the next day. I'm gonna quit.
Yes.
But I buy enough. I knew I was gonna have something left over.
Oh yeah.
But the next day, so when I get up, I'm like, you know what? I already had this drink
have
in the morning. I'm gonna go to drink.
I got it. The hair of the dog, right?
So I did that, and I'm realizing it was starting to become a real bad pattern.
Yeah.
But I didn't care. But like at the point, I'm like really going to work drunk, like, and I know they smell it. Like even on my breaks, like I take my lunch break right at the liquor store, right down the street. It was like I call it the smoke shop now. I think my boss knew it was literally the liquor store, but I call it the smoke shop.
Yeah, I'm going to get some cigarettes.
And I go there and I act like I'm going to eat me some black and milk, and I come out with a half pint of vodka, and I'm drinking that. Now, mine is only like a 4-minute walk, maybe 5, to that liquor store, and coming back. So I was literally get there and drink that like I ain't got nothing to put on my breath, and then I'm talking to my boss. I know he know I'm drunk, so.
Right.
It was bad. It was really bad.
So you came right out of that into the home from that kind of drinking?
Yeah.
And you were you smoking cigarettes too?
Yes, I was smoking cigarettes as well.
And so that
smoking
just,
weed,
I mean, you came in the home and Jesus just lifted that from you?
God lifted it from me.
That is awesome.
And since I came to the home, I have not no backslid, no time, or anything. God has totally delivered me.
Yes, sure.
Smoking, drinking, doing it, and now where I'm at the point of my life is like I want to give my life back to Him.
Yes.
He gave me life.
Yes.
I give my life.
I get that. That's what I'm doing. Even though I'm in school, I'm like, I got to do this because God gave me clarity again and gave me school, and then but I've always had the heart for Jesus, and I've always wanted to serve, but I just felt not good enough.
Yeah, and I come to find out, I just had time to say, thank God that I'm still here. But during the time of me talking to my doctor, they also said another problem in my stomach because they had to cut out and test it. My chest, so they put it back together. Me drinking was also causing
exacerbating that, right?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
So God bless you. You know.
God saved your life, literally.
Yes, He did. Yes, He did.
Wow.
I'm here
And
today.
then
You had the home to, and all of us to kind of wrap around you and nurse you back to health, and, and be around here for
I got
you.
my brothers, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's because I've been in the hospital when I hadn't had anybody, and I was living alone, and it's a bad deal coming home to nothing, nobody there to help you. So I mean, what a blessing that is.
That is a blessing.
That is a blessing. I think we're covering a lot just with talking. You know what I love about doing this is I get to find out more about you, like because we don't have time to talk. A lot of times we're busy doing this, that, and we're crossing and we hug, we shake hands, we love each other.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't have time to really just.
with everything that's going
You
on.
was there the day I gave my life to God and I quit both my jobs. You know.
I know. I remember when we came. Yeah, I
we
was
put my
there.
stuff in the car. You know, it smelled like nothing but smoke.
Yeah, I remember we were putting everything in the car because you had all the stuff in the room.
You helped me with my bed. Man.
Yeah, that's right. I did.
And you ended up leaving me the next day, but you know.
That's right. I did. Oh, because I was hanging out. That's
Yeah,
right. I was
yeah.
there at the house. That's right.
It's because school opened up.
Yeah.
But I haven't left yet.
Oh,
I'm
no,
still
you
here.
haven't left, you just left the home.
That's right. All right. So, what does TRC mean to you now?
TRC means to me like saving others because God saved me. So it means the world to me because you know you get to go out there and people that's been through things that you have been through that maybe people, and I'm not gonna say maybe because it's a lot of people that will walk past somebody.
Oh yeah.
And they would need help, and sometimes it just takes an encouraging word, or you know, somebody to hear your story, to bring them closer to God, like I have gotten closer to God. And this is what I want to do. You know, I don't want to say I want to save souls because I'm not God, but I want to bring them closer
You want to
to God. You know what I mean?
seek and save the lost, which is what God told us to do. We save them from the flames and tell them about Jesus, and then they can decide, right? I mean, we're
It
firemen.
gives them hope. Yes, it gives them hope, and they,
Yeah.
you know, they see the fire in you and be like, well,
Yeah.
you know what? Maybe I can change. Look, it ain't no maybe. If I can change, you can change.
That's right.
And that's what it's about. It means everything to me. Like, this is what I want to do now. Like,
That's awesome.
if God, this is what God called me to do, and this is what I'm going to do for Him, like, for the rest of my life.
Well, I know that you're a good man, and the world needs more people like you because you got a great heart, man, and I love your heart. So I'm glad you're here. Oops. Sorry about that. I get all misty with God. So what are your goals for the future? I think you just said some of them right now. You want to do this, but I mean, what do you want to like? How do you see yourself, 5 years from now? Or
Well, maybe in 5 years from now, you know, because I'm still, you know, getting into the discipleship,
Yeah.
and getting into my work. Maybe one day, you know, up under my pastor, I get to preach, you know, or speak, you know.
Sure.
You know, a sermon, you know, to the people.
maybe have a church like this?
Yeah, yeah. And maybe, you know, like branch off. Well, I don't want to branch off.
No, but would you be interested in having them plant a church? I mean, having TRC
Yeah.
plant? Because that's what we're doing. That's our
yeah,
vision,
yeah.
is to plant other churches. So do you see yourself running a home like that and,
Yeah.
and caring for others?
Yes, I do.
That's cool. Because some people are, just come here, get healed up, and then they become the light of the world in their work, right? But I see you as a preacher. You got a preacher's heart. I like that. I like that. I do like that. And okay, how has being at the home changed your view of the world in general now? I mean, how do you see things? Your worldview changes when your life changes. So,
It has changed dramatically.
do you have like hope now that you
I'm
didn't
not,
have?
I'm not closed-minded or closed view, you know, with that, what they call it, tunnel vision.
Oh yeah.
I don't have tunnel
So
vision.
now you got
anymore.
funnel vision?
Yeah, I'm seeing everything as for what it is. I'm seeing all the evil out there in the world, and you know how things are really going with people, and how some people just walk past people and don't try to help people, even though those people really need help, because they are living in a selfish world.
Right.
God has taught me to be selfless, so give myself to those, so those can give themselves to someone else.
Awesome.
It's like if I give, they give, and we continue to give to each other.
Right.
To where
It's cyclical, right?
Yeah.
The world becomes a better place.
yes, it becomes
Right?
a better place.
And you know,
If we do what we do and help people off the streets and get them off of drugs and other things, you know, they don't steal anymore. They stop. It's a safer world, right? For our children and our grandchildren. That's the way that's what I do it for. I mean, I see, you know, God's given me, like you, eyes to see and ears to hear differently. You know, you see a different world.
You know, it brings people off the streets. You know,
Right.
you know, those that ain't got nothing. You know, those that own drugs and that have all these things going for women. And we get together in discipleship.
Yes.
You know, it's all about God. So when we all get in there and it's all about God, it's
the great leveler.
yeah.
It evens everything out.
Yeah, right. 'Cause we're all the same. All have sinned. Yeah. Right. All right. See, you didn't have to worry at all. This was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
All right. God bless you. Thank you.
I thought it was gonna be like hard.